Things you should know right off the bat. I've had 4 cups of coffee. I'm a little nervous. Did I mention my name's Chari? Yeah. This is a podcast for imperfect people, and you should know that I cry in corners. True story. We are going to go ahead and jump in to the ultimate recap. Chari, why are you doing a recap? Well, because we're about to enter into season 6 of the podcast. It is going to have a video component that I have never added before. And there's going to be people jumping on, watching season 6 and going, season 6, there's other episodes? Yes, my friends. There's 5 entire seasons on iTunes and the Spotifys and wherever podcasts are. So if you want to listen to 1 through 5, you should before you jump into 6. But before you do that, I figured it'd be best if maybe I give you a quick recap. Okay, so season 1. Season 1 was the why behind the podcast. Why the heck did I even start a podcast? It was, okay, so people think I Cry in Corners is just like a big club for emotional people. It's not. It's a leadership principle. It's based on Jesus in the garden. And when he was overwhelmed, he took a minute, took a step back, went and sought God. And so I do 10 episodes, foundational episodes on how we should react when things are hard, when things are difficult. It's a leadership principle. It's like a leadership principle. Most of you just went, I'm not a leader. I don't lead anybody, so that's not for me. We're all leaders, whether we lead ourselves or whether we lead other people. And so if you can grasp the first 10 episodes of how you can lead, love, and learn these, just all the things that Jesus had in store for us. So for example, in the first season, I talk about feelings, how to navigate them. I talk about being a kingdom person, about living a life of sacrifice, of how to follow well. I don't remember them all by heart, but it's very foundational. If you've ever wanted to lead yourself well or lead other people or just be a good person, season 1 is for you. All right, season 2, if season 1 was the why, season 2 are the essentials. Everything you need in your corner, everything you need to be able to thrive and be awesome and love Jesus in your corner. So season 2, I broke down all the things that you should, character building things. They're the essentials. I don't know how to explain it past that. Season 3 are all the things that are not a thing. Pretty much the enemy is going to throw things at your life to take your focus, to take your perspective, to take your joy. And we've all done those. We've all experienced those. We walk into a situation and just like that, our joy has turned to something else, or our perspective has shifted from a circumstance to people. And it's all about what you really should be focused on. It's a perspective shift. Season 3, the things that are not really a thing. I'm going to offend some people with that season. I already have. And it's one of my favorite seasons. So then we went into season 4, which I did in 2 parts. I wrote season 4 right when I released my book, Nomad. It's on Amazon, the Guide to Wilderness Seasons. And so the very first 3 episodes of that season 4, is all about the wilderness. And so I give I don't know what the right word is. A small glance into the book. And then after those 3 episodes, I did the things that are actually a thing. So if season 3 was the things I don't want you to focus on, season 4 were the things I really want you to focus on. They're the things that your perspective should be focused on, and the things that really should take precedence in your life. And those are some of my favorite seasons, as those were some really hard life lessons for me personally. In 20 years of ministry and 39 years of life, I would say those two seasons were some of the hardest seasons for me to learn those lessons. And so my prayer is, as you navigate them, take notes and listen to them and pass them off to your friends, that you encounter Jesus the way I did as you learn about the things that are not and aren't a thing. Okay, season 5 launched right when COVID happened. So I had no idea that was about to happen. I wrote it 6 months before we actually launched. So it's really funny how those episodes aligned. I definitely feel like God's hand was on season 5. Season 5 was all about what happens when, which is, I think, a little ironic. But what happens when things are just super overwhelming? And so what I did is I broke down some of my favorite stories in the Bible and the lessons I've learned from them. What happens when you say yes to hard things? What happens when your gift has you? Pretty much what happens when you're overwhelmed? What happens when you seek God, when you don't seek God? And that was another season for me. Man, that podcast was a labor of love. I don't even know how I got through that season. I'll be quite honest with you. But I did. We did together. I don't know what that face was. It's going to be real weird later when I look back on this video. And then season 6. Yes, season 6 is where we're heading into in a week. It's called Thriving in Babylon, all based on the book of Daniel. Every other season has 10 episodes. This season coming up is going to have 12. I almost threw up a 10-hand thing, and then I realized I didn't have enough fingers. It's weird, just something I thought about. I thought I'd share with you. Anyways, 12 episodes on the book of Daniel. We're going to talk about how you need to thrive in Babylon. Babylon is the system, the empire. I don't know what's going on with my throat. I just had a shake before I did this video. That was my dinner. So anyways, thriving in Babylon. How do you thrive in a place you were never meant to thrive? Chari, that's really sad, Bear. I know it's not. It's not. Daniel's really awesome. Miracles, signs, and wonders happen in the book of Daniel. And we live in a culture that is not kingdom. And how do you live? How do you embrace? How do you love? How do you serve the kingdom of God, serve like Jesus, love like Jesus, lead like Jesus in a system that was never meant for you to thrive. And that's what we're going to download in season 6. We can do it. We can thrive in Babylon. We can thrive in this season. We can thrive in the different things of our life, exile seasons of our life, because Jesus did it. Daniel did it. It's all through the Bible. And I'm going to literally go through chapter by chapter of how he thrived and how you should be able and will be able to thrive at the end of it. So I cannot wait to share this season with you. I hope I did this quickly, so people really only listen for 2 minutes, but whatevs. My mom's listening. Hey Mom, love you. Okay, anyways, that's it. Ultimate recap. I did that joker and hopefully under than 5 minutes, but I love you guys and I cannot wait for this season of the podcast. If you haven't watched or listened to the other ones, please go back and listen. I'm sure they're going to bless you because they blessed me in the making. Okay, that's it.